Hi there, I'm Matt LaChapelle and I'm going to show you how to play a G chord. The G chord is typically the first chord that beginners learn on the guitar. With that said, I assume that you are a beginner, so you may benefit from learning the anatomy of the guitar before we get into how to play the actual chords. First things first, this right here is the headstock where all the tuning knobs are. This side is the body. Between the body and the headstock, you have the neck. That's where you're going to play all your chords, obviously. The nut of the neck right here is the first fret. This is called the nut. It's typically plastic or ivory. Every other fret after that is going to be a metal vertical piece. So you have fret 1, fret 2, fret 3, fret 4, all the way up the neck. Horizontally, you have your strings. The strings are numbered from top to bottom, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. E, A, D, G, B, E from the top down. If you're reading tablature, that shows the notes that the strings play as opposed to the numbers. But they're typically numbers, so 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 from the top down. So if I tell you to play a note on the 2nd fret on the 6th string, you're going to put your finger right after the 2nd fret and then strum. With that said, we can get into the G chord. So the way I play the G chord, I take my ring finger first and I put it on the 3rd fret, 6th string, and then I take my middle finger, and I put it on the 5th string, 2nd fret. I take my pinky and you go to the 3rd fret, 1st string. So for a little close up, I've got my ring finger on the 6th string, 3rd fret, middle finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, my pinky finger right here on the 1st string, 3rd fret. So your ring finger and your pinky should be on the same fret with your middle finger 1 fret back. And it'll sound something like this. And there was a little buzzing in that brings me to my next point. I'll play it a little clearer so you know. But that little buzzing that you heard when I played it the first time, it leads me to my next point. When you're practicing these chords, don't just practice strumming it. When you're new, the best thing to do is to play each string individually. And if you hear buzzing, it's typically because you're either not pressing down hard enough on with your finger, or you're not bending your wrist enough and one of your fingers is touching one of the other strings. So those are 2 things to look out for. Also, when you're watching other people play, you might see them use different fingers. A lot of people use their index, middle, and ring finger to play the chord. It's personal preference. As long as you get those strings pushed down, it really doesn't matter. You can use your thumb if you want to. You don't see it a lot, but you can use whatever finger you want. A lot of the times people change what fingers they use based off of what chords they're coming from or transitioning into. When you're playing a D chord, which is used with these 3 fingers, you might see them go from the D chord up to the G chord just like that. So don't go crazy trying to, whatever's more comfortable with you, don't stress yourself out over, am I using the right fingers? As long as you get those strings pushed down and they're clear and you're comfortable with it, that's all you can do. But most importantly, have fun with it and rock on. I hope this was helpful. Take care.